Let's talk about the hair first of all. I got compliments on it today, but then I told her that I want to change it, and I described how I want to change it, like I want it to be pink, purple, and blue, and she said that that would look good. So that made me happy, because I like it when people are nice to me. Now let's talk about the incident again. Yes, more incident content. That's what my channel is dedicated to. Look at this zit. I popped it earlier, but now it's really visible. There's like that. It looks like there's another one right there, but this one's really visible in red. I popped it earlier though, but I already said that. Anyway, so good news, really good news. I haven't been, well, okay. I've been kind of all over the place today because obviously, like, when you go through crazy shit, it gets you emotional and you have moral crises. Like, I know what my morals are, but I just don't know who I am anymore after what I did. Um, but, yeah, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so, good news is, um, I didn't do anything crazy at school. Like, I found out from, like, asking a few people they were checking on me. They were like, "How are you? Are you doing better?" You know, they were kind of glad and surprised to see me back because I think they might have thought that I was gonna die, but maybe I'm just projecting. But anyway, um, so these people were talking to me, a few different people, and what and I asked them, like, what did I do? I don't remember what I did at school that made me have to get kicked out and sent to the hospital. And apparently, I just wasn't feeling well. Literally, that's all. Like, I told the nurse that I wasn't feeling well, and also apparently I had like water on my clothes, like not on my pants. Like, I didn't pee myself. Had to ask someone to make sure that I didn't pee myself because at this point I wouldn't be surprised. Um, but no, that didn't happen. I just had water on my clothes, like kind of on my shoulders, I guess. Like that's where she gestured. She gestured to my shoulders, and she said that had visible wetness on my clothes that I couldn't explain. And my theory that I expressed to the counselor at school, my theory about the wetness is just that I was really sweaty because I remember like running around frantically that day. I don't remember a lot from that day, but I remember running around frantically, looking for things. So I think it might have just been really bad sweat, but why would it be on my shoulders and like upper chest? Like that's kind of a weird place for sweat, but that's the only explanation that I can think of because it wasn't raining that day. I also asked the assistant principal that, and she said no, it wasn't raining, so I don't know what happened. But I just know that I didn't do anything crazy, I didn't do anything evil, didn't hurt anybody's feelings, and I didn't do anything embarrassing, so that's good. Like everybody that I asked said, "No, you were really nice. You didn't do anything nasty. You didn't do anything mean. You're okay. You're all good." But no one could remember it super well. Like they were giving me kind of vague answers, so it kind of feels weird. But I'm gonna believe what they told me, that I didn't do anything terrible, and that's good. You know, that helps me feel better. And something kind of weird is that I talked to a couple of the kids that I remember speaking to that day that I got kicked out of school and sent to the hospital, and none of them remembered me speaking to them. Like Dane, I thought that I said to you guys in my first incident video, I told you guys that I looked him in the eyes and no, wait, yes, that was Dane. I looked him in the eyes and I asked him if he had anxiety and depression, and he said no. Well, I asked him about that today, and he said he had he didn't remember it at all, and he didn't even notice that I was gone. I mean, he didn't say that he didn't notice that I was gone, but, you know, I could kind of tell by reading his face. Like, he just seemed confused when I talked to him today. But, yeah, he said he has bad memory, so maybe it's possible that I asked him about anxiety and depression, or maybe my brain just made that up. I'll never know. And then also I talked to, Colin today. Colin is the other person that I spoke to on that day a week or so ago. And I also asked, I just kind of, I looked him in the eyes, you know, I looked this other person in the eyes, and I I just said anxiety and depression. And he said, "Wow, anxiety and depression much?" Like the little silly guy that he is. Well, I asked him about that conversation today, and he said he had no memory of it, but he did tell me that I kept asking him how to do the work, and I seemed really confused. And I told him that I went crazy that day, and he was like, "Yeah, I could tell you looked really out of it and confused." He kept asking me how to do the work and everything. Couldn't figure it out. So yeah, I'm just glad I didn't do anything terrible. You know, it's hard being crazy. That they don't tell you that. They're like, "Oh, it's so fun. You get to be fun and weird and different, and it makes you artistically gifted and smart and different." But actually, as it turns out, it's hard. So that's the PSA for you guys today. Welcome, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That'll be the end of the video. I'll see you around. Goodbye, love you.